This is Janet with Try It Like It Created, and today I'm making a pair of earrings with foil or precision metal, actually, from K&S Precision Metal, and I'm using the pink version. The pink is pink on one side, and then if I turn it over, you can see it's silver on the other. So I have die cut out the pink. I've die cut out 2 pieces of black cardstock to give it a little bit of weight, and then I have die cut out 2 silver hearts by flipping the foil over. And so what I'm going to do now is just glue the cardstock onto the back of the hearts, the pink hearts. So that's the first step, and I'm just going to take this and just kind of smear the glue around with my fingers so I get the whole thing covered. And then I'm going to add the pink on top. Now, the thing I like about die cutting this metal is that it gives a curvature to it, and so it's not sharp. And so there I've just added a little bit of thickness to that one, and now I'm going to do the same to this one. And I am just using a regular Tacky glue. This is a Scotch brand Tacky glue. Alright, and now to do the same, I am going to glue the silver onto the back. So, the silver hearts onto the front, not the back. And I'm going to center it right there. Alright, so that basically is what my earring is going to look like. And so here I'm adding glue to this one. And I'm going to place it in a similar fashion on this one here. Oh, it doesn't want to stay. Goodness. Alright, let me get it in place. I'm going to give it a good push. Alright. Now, the next step is to punch a hole through all of this. And I'm just taking a piece of craft foam here, folding it over so it's 4 thickness, and I'm just going to use that underneath my piece. And then I'm using a T-pin to poke through all the layers. And so I'm just going to center my hole here. And if it distorts anything, I will go back and flatten it out in a minute. So there, made it all the way through, and you can see that it did bend my shape, and that's okay. I will just flatten it back out again. Just put it down, press on it. And the other thing you can do is, what I did before I cut it was I used a brayer and I rolled it to flatten it out. So if you're having issues with it, you can do that. Or the other thing you can do is you can emboss it to give it some kind of texture if you'd like. Now I have a crease in it right there that I'm going to work on getting out of it by pushing down on it. Alright, I think we're going to be okay with that. Alright, and then I'm going to poke a hole in the other one. Same thing. Okay, and this one worked a little bit better. Now, the one thing I do notice is that on the back, I have some raised paper and film. So I'm going to bring in just a regular old nail file and just file that down a little bit on both pieces. And so that will smooth that out for me. Alright, now before I put the ear wires on, I just want to make sure they're nice and flat. And of course, the jump rings will hold all 3 layers together. So to do that, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take, I've got 2 jump rings and 2 ear wires here. And so I'm just going to take my pliers and grab my ear wires and, jump rings, and I'm going to twist them open. You don't want to pull them apart. You want to twist them side to side, like so. All right. And then I'm going to thread that through the heart where I made the hole. All right. And then I'm going to add this onto my jump ring, and oh, it looks like I'm going to need another little jump ring. So let me close this first, okay? And if you give it a wiggle, like so, that tightens up the metal. All right, now see this wire and on the ear wire, and the loop on the heart are both facing the same direction. So I'm going to bring in a little teeny jump ring. There we go. To put those together. And I should have noticed that ahead of time, but I didn't. All right, same process. You're going to grab one side with your pliers. These are needle nose pliers. And I'm going to twist. Now, I'm going to add it onto this ring, and then onto the ear wire, and then close that up. Now I'm going to pinch from the side to make sure that I've got it all lined up correctly. And there is one earring done. Now, before I move on any further, I'm going to take a nice cloth here and just rub that metal, because it has my fingerprints. It also has probably some residual glue on there. And so I just want to shine that up to make sure I've got a nice looking metal there. All right, so we just do the same process for the next piece.